It's the time now for women, for the feminine energy. It's really awakening.
Exhale together and take a deep inhale as if from the root chakra all the way up the spine.
It's important to take a retreat. It's important to take time out of your life so you can remember who you really are. A woman's journey to wholeness came to me. Actually, I was flying from the West Coast to the East Coast, and I really felt it was divine inspiration, the title of the retreat, because I thought, you know, since I was in my early 20s and had a spiritual experience, I was a young single mother and was asking those questions. You know, who am I? I'm about to give birth to this child, and what do I want her to look up to me as a role model? And at that time, I didn't feel like I was a role model. So I thought I can do, see, women can do for their children and their families what they won't do for themselves. I created the retreats as a part of really supporting women to take that time, teaching them how that the more they love and nurture and fill themselves up from within, then they'll have more to go back to their families and give. You know, a woman's journey to wholeness, I had somebody say to me once, well, aren't we already whole? We're not on a journey to wholeness. And I said, absolutely, we are whole. We're born whole. But we fragment, we lose that along the way. And the retreat is really about using the essential tools that will support a woman to reclaim her wholeness. I love to bring in ceremony. We use a shaman who does a beautiful Native American ceremony with fire, where we release the stories, the things that's holding us back, the limited beliefs, the things that aren't working for us. And we put it in the fire, and we do this in silence to the sound of a flute and drumming. And then we use the harp, and we use crystal bowls and just different modalities of music to really support that journey inside, to let go of the outer world. One of the things that's so important for me is to create safety. So many of the women, I get emails afterwards saying, thank you, I went so deep. I was able to uncover stuff that I can't even imagine just because I felt the sacredness of the space that you created. The safety was there. I knew it was safe for me to do that. We have lots of fun. I think really balancing with yoga, with doing the internal work, but we also do journaling exercises. We share what we journaled with the prompts. We talk about the qualities, the essence of who we're really stepping into. So you might have somebody sharing, I am a sexy, hot, loving babe. In the Hawaii retreat, we'll have a luau with women coming. In the retreat in Palm Springs, we have someone who's coming who's going to do fire dance. So we do some entertainment and have some fun as well. We also do a play shop with art. We use the mandala, which is a sacred geometry, a symbol of our journey to wholeness, and they'll color, and they can go hiking and use also things in nature to make their mandala. And then there's also a lot of time for relaxation, to get a massage. Healing touch massage is important. Time to be in nature and silence, journaling. Just time to go take a nap, time to just be alone and be with yourself, and so that you're not sitting in the workshop the whole time. Meditation is the foundation and the core of the retreat. I'm very passionate about teaching people to get still, to be quiet, to look inside, to listen to that still small voice. One of the other tools is the labyrinth. The labyrinth goes back to, I believe, the 14th century in Chartres, France. There was a labyrinth that was built, and it's just, again, an outward manifestation. You have to experience these things. You know, we can talk about meditation all day long, and until you actually sit and get still and begin to meditate, well, it's just all intellectual knowledge. You haven't integrated it into your experience. So I want them to have experiential knowledge, that they're leaving the retreat knowing I experienced that. It just wasn't a workshop or a lecture. The only prerequisite for the retreat is for you to be open and for you to be willing to experience something new and to be willing to let go of who you are coming to the retreat, that stressed out woman, that fearful woman, whatever it is that hasn't been working in your life and you're realizing you need a break. Just be willing to let that go and give yourself that time of the retreat. Women come and sometimes they're late getting there and they're stressed out and they're telling the story about, how difficult it was to get there, and they leave. There's a lightness. There's almost a heaviness before they get there, or you see it on Friday. They're not sure what to expect. There's some apprehension, and they're just bringing all the stresses of their life. And by the end of the weekend, you just see they're lighter. They nurtured themselves. They're feeling good. Their cup is overrunneth. It's filled up. And so they've got something to go give to the world. It's a beautiful thing to witness. You are the beloved. And you deserve everything your heart desires.